for this one. All right, hi friends. I'm here in Sayulita, Mexico, and this is just gonna be a really quick, like 20-minute flow. So we're gonna get right into it. We'll start in child's pose. So, knees wide or knees together, and then reach your hips back towards your heels, set your head down on your mat. Arms can be reaching forward. If it feels better to take your arms by your sides, or even bring your hands to a prayer position behind your neck. There's options, so do what feels best for you. And then take just a moment, feel the ground underneath you. It's stability, it's support. And just notice how your body feels as well. Notice your energy level, notice any emotions that might be present. And then notice your breath. Next time you inhale, take a great big huge inhale, fill it as big as you can. Hold at the top. And then open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. One more time like that. Inhale, fill up. Some huge inhalation. Take a little extra sip when you think you're full. And then big open mouth sigh, release. Ah. All right, seal your lips, rise up to your hands and your knees, and start to cultivate your ujjayi breath as you begin some intuitive movement. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And as you drop into your ujjayi, maybe you start to take some cat-cows, maybe you start to circle your hips around, maybe you come forward towards the heart opener. So just start exploring what's going on inside physically. Put your awareness in your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your neck, your hands, your forearms. So many spaces inside of us to put our awareness. So just get curious about that. Take about 3 more rounds. If I do this in the morning, it always feels really interesting. I can tell exactly how I slept the night before, exactly what went right, what went wrong. So just notice what's there, and then eventually we'll meet back in downward facing dog. So find your way back to your first down dog, and then you can either just walk it out, move around on your own at first, probably do that, pedal out your heels a little bit, shift your hips from side to side. You can keep doing that, or option to windshield wiper your feet. So bring your feet about hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little bit wider. And then with your heels lifted, you're just gonna roll over onto the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left foot. Keep lifting your hips really high, flex through your toes. Straighten both legs as much as you can, but bend your knees as much as you need to. So you're pushing the ground away with your hands, lifting from your belly button. Take one more round. And then come back through center and other way, windshield wiper your heels to the left. So you're on the outer edge of left foot, inner edge of right. Keep your feet active, keep pushing the ground away, keep breathing. So feel the length of your side bodies. Feel that lift, that invisible rope that pulls up on your belly button and tugs back. End of your next exhale, come back to center. Take a great big inhale, lift your hips super high, and then exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift position, so spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow, fold in. Do that one more time, halfway lift, so crown reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive, take it all the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna go through a couple rounds of sun A's, so here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down, follow your breath, no rush. With your inhale, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Now from here, plant your hands, feet step back, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, you might find a little rock forward onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, chaturanga, lower down slowly. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Maybe take an extra couple of rounds, hang out, move around. And then downward facing dog takes you back. Or take yourself back, I should say. Give yourself a couple rounds in down dog. So really lengthening through your side body, through your spine. Lifting your sit bones up. You can keep a big bend in your knees if that feels better. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop. Top of your mat, forward fold. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift. Inhale. And let it go. Bow in, exhale. Root through your feet all the way back up. Inhale, stretch tall. Hands to heart center, exhale, breath to movement, just like that. Inhale, high mountain. Follow your breath down, slow swan dive. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Try to keep that exhale going. Chaturanga, lower. With your in-breath, lift your heart. Keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. All right. Great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, step or float. Top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Now listen, chair pose, so weight in your heels. Sit your butt back, lift your heart up, reach your arms up. Try to stay soft through your neck and your shoulders, so if you need to, it might be helpful to bend your elbows. Draw navel to spine, weight is back in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Keep your heart lifted, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, feel your back muscles engaged. Take one more round, maybe sit just a little lower. As you inhale, push into your feet, rise all the way up, stretch tall. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart, baby back bend. Inhale, re-extend, realign your spine, and then hinge at your hips, stick your butt out behind you, slow swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, pause in your plank pose, side plank. Right hand is your base. You can bring your right knee down if you want to modify. Otherwise, right knee is lifted. Lift your left arm up, lift your hips as high as you can, and then maybe take your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe float your left leg up so you can lift your hips higher. Take one more huge breath. Slow, controlled transition to the other side. So come through center, roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Right arm to the sky. Left knee can come down if you're modifying. Take your right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, so lengthening through your right side body. And then option to float your right leg up. See if your hips can go even higher. One more huge breath. Soften your face. End of your exhale, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, maybe find that little rock forward. Exhale all the way to your belly. All right, Spiderman Cobra. Bring your hands out wide, lift your fingertips, elbows face up, lift your chest up. Inhale. Exhale, take a twist to your right, dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center, heart lifts, belly tones. Other side, exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center, press down through your pelvis, lift your heart. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog, transition mindfully. Big, spacious ujjayi breaths. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, use your core, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Rise up to crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, eye on the ball of your back foot. Rise up and settle and pull your front hip back, back hip forward, so you feel stable and strong through your legs. Tone your low belly, maybe even gaze up, reach through your fingertips. So feel into this pose, settle into this pose. Take one more great big inhale, so you can reach higher, lift your heart higher. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Root into your front foot, float your back leg to the sky, standing splits. So just like a one-legged forward fold. Crown towards the ground, left leg reaches high, make your left foot active. If you want to play with handstand hops, if you want to wrap your right arm behind your right leg, go for it. About 2 or 3 more breaths. So work your pose with every breath you take. Stay here, stay present. Lift from your center. That invisible rope still pulls up on your belly button. One more inhale. Now listen, exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your yoga mat. Low lunge. Take your right leg all the way back and up, 3-legged down dog. So right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee. So right hip stacks on top of left. Take a moment to feel this stretch here. If you want to stay here, perfect. Otherwise, one more inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. You can scorpion your leg if you want. Exhale, right to right. Get as high as you can on your right arm. Inhale, 3-legged dog. All right, now listen, open your hips. So stack right hip on top of left, stay here, or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. And then breathe all the way down into your belly. Take one more huge breath, fullest expression. Come back, everyone, downward facing dog. Walk out your dog for a moment. If you want to move through a vinyasa, please feel free. And then everybody end up in a child's pose. Give yourself about 3 breaths. Sit back, relax. Maybe an open mouth exhale. And downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high, stretch it out, lengthen it out. Exhale, step your left foot all the way up, top of your yoga mat, low lunge into crescent lunge, front knee over front ankle. Eye on the ball of your back foot, back leg strong and powerful, hips square. Pull front hip back, back hip forward. Breathe, settle. Feel a little tone of your lowest, deepest abdominals. And then lift through your heart, reach through your fingertips. Maybe a little gaze up. Take one more in-breath, reach. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your left foot. Right leg floats up, standing splits. So right leg reaches super high. You can either spread your toes, point your toes, or flex your foot. Just make your right foot active. Lift from your center, from your belly button, hug in with your left inner thigh. You can stay where you're at, or you can play with your balance. Handstand hops, left arm behind left leg. If you're holding standing splits, relax your neck. Think forehead towards your shin. About 2 more rounds. End of your next exhale. Good job, you guys. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your yoga mat. You're in a low lunge. 3-legged down dog, so left leg all the way to the sky. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Get that nice stretch. The left hip is stacked on top of right. You can stay here if you'd rather. Otherwise, one more inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your core, navel to spine, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach. Scorpion your leg if you want. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, or go for your armpit so as high as you can get. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Open up your hip. Hang out here, or option to flip it. Left foot comes down behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Heart reaches forward. Feel your back muscles engage. Hug them around your spine. Breathe down into your belly. Take one more huge breath. Good job. Come back. Regular down dog. Walk it out. Take a vinyasa if you want to. And then again, everybody, about 3 rounds in child's pose. So knees come down, sit back. Sometimes I like to lift up to my fingertips and then push forward and down like I'm pressing my hips further back. To make it a little more active if you want. Take one more big breath. You can exhale out your mouth. Downward facing dog. Hey guys, we made it to pigeon pose. Take your right leg high, inhale, and then right shin forward, exhale, pigeon. Take your time to sit yourself up. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, perfectly fine with me. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, and then bow forward. Activate your front toes. Listen to your breath. Stay here, stay present. So just noticing, feeling, observing, trying not to distract yourself. And if you do distract yourself, notice where your mind goes, notice where your thoughts go, notice where you go. And then come back to your breath, to your body, to this moment over and over again. That is a meditation. Take about 3 more. Big, huge inhales and then longer exhales. Open mouth, sighs if you want. One more huge breath. And then slowly begin to lift your upper body back upright. All right, I'm gonna take it back to a 3-legged dog. You can get back to down dog however you want. If you're coming with me, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, right leg to the sky, give it a nice little shake out. And then just walk it out, down dog. All right, in your own time, find your way into pigeon with your left shin forward. So when you're ready, no rush. Left shin to the top of your mat. Set yourself up with just as much intention, attention. So plug the femur bones into the sockets. You don't just want to sink into your joints. And then settle with your breath. Visualize your breath moving down into your low back, into your hips, softening the muscles there, creating new space there. If it's helpful for you, maybe you even count your inhales, count your exhale. You can make your exhalation like 1 or 2 seconds longer than your inhalation. About 3 more breaths. Open mouth exhale if you'd like. Leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty even with your pigeon on both sides, slowly start working your way back up. One final down dog, however you want to get there. So probably like you did on the other side, but maybe you want to move differently, transition differently, take a different counter stretch. Totally up to you. Eventually regular down dog, walk it out. Take one final vinyasa for yourself if you would like. One last huge stretch into your down dog. And then set your knees down gently. And I'm just gonna flip over onto my butt. Come all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in, take a gentle rock from side to side. So give your low back a little massage against the earth, against the ground. From here, knees fall to the right. Left arm can extend out to the left, or cactus with your left arm. Gaze up or over your left shoulder, right hand to the outside of your left thigh, and apply just a gentle pressure. next exhale, switch to the other side. So knees come through center. Take a moment to neutralize. So either a little rock or give your knees a huge squeeze. And then knees over to the left, right arm out to the right. Gaze up or over right shoulder, left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Little bit of pressure if it feels good for you. So lengthen from your right shoulder down to your right hip. Keep that line nice and long. Breathe into it. All right, end of your next exhale. Knees come back up. Happy baby pose. So knees to the outsides of your ribs, soles of your feet face the sky. Take a little rock. You might even straighten one leg and then the other. Stretch, maybe even both legs at the same time. If there's any other poses, any last little movements you want to take for your own personal practice, go for it. Eventually, just start settling into your final relaxation, your Shavasana. So give yourself at least 30 seconds, more if you have it, to just relax fully. So let's take a falling out breath together. So exhale wherever you're at. And then huge inhale, let's stretch our arms overhead. Let's take our legs out long. So reach, reach, reach. Get as long as you can. Hold at the top of your breath. See if you can even sip in more, hold, 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 hold. Big, huge exhale out your mouth. Let it all go. You can bring your arms down by your sides. Just let your legs kind of flop out, your feet flop out. Just let your body relax fully. Stay here for as long as you'd like to soak it all in. Good work, you guys. Thank you for letting me guide you from Siley to Mexico. Namaste.